This is a fucking badass goddamn picture. I love that. This shark just leaping out of the water. And look how close she is. She just has to put her hand down. Welcome back to Nortman Reviews, and we are reviewing Fight Girls by Frank Cho. This is video part 2, number 2, the second edition, whatever. In part 1, we looked at issues 1 and 2. And if you didn't watch that, quick recap is there is a competition going on between these fucking beautiful model, like Olympic athletic women. And they are trying to get the crown or be queen to the emperor because the queen was unable to bear children for the emperor, so they had to find someone to provide the emperor an heir. Kind of a fucked up whatever. But that's, they quickly talk about that, then they get into it. So there's these 10 women, and they're all in competition with each other in a Hunger Games style competition where it's like to the death, basically. But they're not fighting each other. They have to get from point A and point B in these different zones. So in the first zone or first challenge, they were in a jungle setting and they had to fight. I mean, they're fighting each other. There's no rules. But they're fighting fucking dinosaurs and crazy shit in the jungle, right? So several of them got killed in there, but then they just have to get to this pyramid, put their hand on a teleporter to get there to score some points and move on to the next challenge. Second challenge was they were in the desert and they had to take on fucking crazy sandworms and scorpions and fucking turtles and shit like that to get to this same place. So that's the main story. There's a subplot going on between this one guy who's trying to get information about this woman with this eye patch, Xandra. She's kind of an unknown. She was not favored to win. She's kind of plays dirty, but people are kind of intrigued with her. She's a competitor that you love to hate, but Prime Minister and stuff do not want this woman to win for whatever reason. So they send this guy to find some information about her, and the last thing you find out is he gets information, or he confirms that this woman, her name is Xandra Blackwater, but this old lady confirms that no, that's not her. Xandra Blackwater died in a fire. So it's like there's a mystery of who this woman is and what she's doing here, right? And this operative trying to find out this information, he's then being followed by these two other guys that we saw, and they're, in fucking, what are they going to do to him? Who knows? So here we go. Chapter 3. And looks like now we're in the jungle, we're in the desert, now we're in the ocean. There's 5 competitors left. And like in the last 2, there's the pages where they show the competitors, they show the floating palace or city, which can move around, I guess. And it's above the water here. People walking up. They did the same exact thing in the past 2 issues. And they show the person who's in the lead or who's favored. And now it's this number 10. I think that's number 10. She got lucky. Her and another made it to the platform first because these 2 others, oh God, where is it? Yeah, they got there first because these 2 were fucking fighting each other and let those 2 get by. So there we go. They get transported, and as always, you get the establishing shot of where they are. And again, the colors do all the work. Like, it's not hard to draw an ocean. I mean, it's hard to draw water in black and white, but when you got color here, just like, yep, there's a fucking vast ocean. And so they just have to get to this section with this platform to put their hand down and get transported away. And they said, let's see, how far do you think? They said over a mile. And how cold do you think it is? There's only one way to find out. So this woman, number 10, just leaps right in. And they start swimming. But the lady with an eye patch, she's kind of waiting. She's like, well, I'm just waiting for my ride. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, my ride's here. So long, loser. See you at the finish line. She jumps in, and there's this giant tortoise who's swimming through, and she grabs on, and it's rushing her to the end, I guess. And yeah, she gets there right away. Look, it goes past everybody. She climbs up, puts her arm down. Bam, she's gone. One and done. Like, smart lady. And she's the one that everyone is like, who the fuck is this person? How is she so smart? Where did she come from? The prime minister and like the, I don't know, administration do not want her to win. So number 10, she jumped in first, but she fucking gets into these, bit by these jellyfish, and that fucking hurts. And then she looks and, uh-oh, something, you know, you're in the fucking ocean. There's bound to be something in there. Number 8, number 10 and number 8 were the first ones to get in from the last one. And she sees what's going on over there, but out of nowhere, a fucking pterodactyl just comes up and swoops her out of the water. Oh, wait. She got her arm bitten off. I didn't even notice. She's in there and just, something bit it off. Yeah, and there's a dorsal fin. There's a shark. And she's like, what the fuck? But out of nowhere, fucking pterodactyl comes out of nowhere. And number 7, Xandra Blackwater. She's just basking in her victory. She's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm the winner. So as this woman is being fucking tortured by the goddamn pterodactyl, this goddamn megalodon, humongous shark comes out of nowhere, just fucking takes both of them out and drags them underneath. And these two are like, oh shit. So is that 2 of them down? Number 8 and number 10. Yeah, number 10 got taken out in the water, kind of off screen. So number 10 is gone. Number 8 got her arm chomped off, and then she gets the worst. Ripped out of the water, then ripped right back down. So you got 2 and 4. This is Tora and Jaxa. And they're swimming. They're like, we gotta fucking get there. The tension is building with the fucking fin cut getting closer and closer. And the announcers are talking about 7 meters, 3 meters, 5 meters, 1 meter, and they get up there. They made it. They're scrambling up. They just have to put their hand on this platform. Just touch it. That's all they have to do. This is a fucking badass goddamn picture. I love that. This shark just leaping out of the water. And look how close she is. She just has to put her hand down. And she does. And like number 4 here, she's like, get the fuck out of here. Like jumping out of the way or falling off. Who knows? I love this picture though. Great job, Frank. Puts her hand down, gets teleported away. Oh my God. She didn't make it. That's so fucked up. So the teleporter, she got chomped. And at the same time, the teleporter took out the goddamn shark here. Ugh. So this was number 2. This was this woman here. She was kind of a big deal. She was kicking some ass through this whole time, but she's gone. So here's number 4. She's the one with the streak in her hair. She kind of looks like Rogue. Tora. Tora Winter is her name. So she comes up. She's like, "Oh fuck!" And she puts her hand down. She's like, "It's not working. It's not teleporting her away." And she sees that the goddamn fucking shark took a bite out of it. And the fucking palace is just floating above her. She's like, "Hello, anyone? I'm right here. Like, I survived. I did it." Surgery team is trying to help her. I don't know what the fuck they think that's gonna do. And Xandra, she sees this woman, this one woman she's still left, and they're like, what are they saying here? So what they're saying is basically they cut the feed, get the goddamn shark off the, cleaning up the area, and they're trying to figure out, what do we do with her? Like, she's not dead, but she didn't make it. They're talking about, they're trying to figure out with their the lawyers, and what is the, what's the process for this? What do they do? Is Xandra here just the winner, or is she still in it? But Tora here, she's smart. She sees these fucking pterodactyls eating up the carcass of this goddamn shark. Pulls out some cable and some wiring, and is able to make a rope. And it goes back to these lawyers, and they're basically declaring she didn't qualify, she didn't make it, so they're going to declare Xandra here the winner of everything. They're like, well, let's just rescue her. We'll figure out all the legalities later. But they're watching. I guess the feed comes back online or whatever, because it's been a couple hours. And they're like, oh, fuck, open the roof. Open the arena roof. And so, yeah, you made a rope and wrangled up one of these fucking pterodactyls and rode it all the way up to the top. And she dropped in. And so now she's there, and everyone's cheering for her. Do you believe in miracles? Is pandemonium? Xandra was sipping champagne. She was ready to thinking she won. But they're basically saying, okay, there are 2 winners. These 2 are left. Now it's going to be trial by combat. And Xandra is looking at her. So it looks like it's you and me, sister. Cheers. And that is not quite the end of it. So yeah, Tora and Xandra and the Prime Minister. Yeah, he's still pissed off. The number 1 here, Diana, was his niece. Her skull's fractured. She's in extensive care. They're still investigating Xandra, but there's an anomaly. Yes, sir. It's I don't want an anomaly. I want something concrete against her. They do not want Xandra to be the winner. So this operative, really quickly, he's grabbed by these 2 fuckers here, and he's taken down really quick. They get into it. I mean, he comes back. They weren't able to take him out, and that's the big cliffhanger of the fight between these 2 guys, who we kind of don't care about at this point. This whole subplot it kind of comes together, but it's not a big deal here. So this operative, I don't even know his name, is about ready to fight this big dude here. So, okay. That's the end of issue number 3. Issue number 4, variant cover by Buzz. I don't know who this artist is. Not bad. All right. So here we go. Final issue. So there's Xandra. There's the cover. There's some cool ballpoint pen work by Cho there. So these 2 are starting to fight, and they have some back and forth about their backgrounds and what military they do. And they kind of have a little bit of a mutual respect for each other. And there's fighting and fighting and fighting. But ultimately it doesn't matter because the wormy guy shoots this guy in the back, in the head, and he's dead. So this operative guy was looking into Xandra, and these guys were trying to protect her, I guess. You know? Doesn't matter. That's all over with. And now it's the final trial by combat. It's two women, Xandra, Tora. They're getting ready. You know, they're the ones that had the distinctive marks. She has the fucking white in her hair. She has an eye patch. Speaking of eye patch, I just had surgery on my right eye for a condition called keratoconus, and I had to do some crazy shit with my eye, do some laser surgery, procedure called cross-linking. It sucks. My eye's in pain. It's not a great thing. I should wear an eye patch. Anyways, so these two, they're going to fucking fight. And so now we just get these two women fisticuffing. And opportunities taken galore. Ass. And we're not going to go through like all the words of the announcers. Punch, knee to the fucking jaw, rolling down, running towards her. Great art by Frank Cho. And I think in the meantime, they're trying to come up with a contingency plan in case Xandra wins. They do not want her to win, right? They want Tora here to win. Kick to the gut. I love the anatomy here. Frank Cho with the arm in here. Sexy women that he draws. Very little detail. No detail at all someplace. Negative space here, but you get there in an arena. Tackling, pummeling, punching, kicking, doing any sorts of thing. Smiling, wiping off blood, screaming at each other, coming at each other, scissoring each other soon, I'm sure. No. Xandra kicks her in the fucking boobs. That must hurt. Blocks a kick to the face. She stumbles off. They're on a ledge here, and she falls over. And, you know, that's fucking gotta hurt. I really like that picture here. She's getting up. Xandra's trying to intimidate her, I guess. That's what they're saying here, but they're just looking at each other. Does the finger. I'm going to make you come with my finger. And she does. They walk up. They square off again. More words about how they're missing their agent. He's fucking pissed. He's like, my niece was supposed to be queen, but that one-eyed bitch did something, you know, like fucked her up. So, find out the truth. We don't have any time. But meanwhile, Xandra's beating the fuck out of her. Just pow! Getting her there. Right, like, he does the old He-Man punch to the camera. But, oh my gosh, swing and a miss. Tora was like playing possum. She swerves. She moves. She gets her in a fucking, chokehold, putting her around. They drop to the ground. This is legit MMA shit. Wraps her up. There's no way you're getting out of this. And Tora is yelling at Xandra to yield. It's like, fuck you. It's like, yield. It's like, fuck you. And everyone's watching. They want Tora to win. And finally, Xandra yields. And Tora wins. She did it. Tora Winter defeated Xandra Blackwater. Long live the Queen. Okay, so I thought that this was the final issue, but it's not. There's one more issue, the final issue that wraps up the entire story. So we'll finish that right now. Quick little variant cover by Frank Cho. Looks like a painting. Cool shit. Cool cover. Xandra putting on the crown. So, I don't know how much longer it is. They're in a medical facility, and Xandra starts talking. She's recuperating, but she starts being able to communicate with somebody. And they're like, "Hey, Blondie, rest time is over. Security cameras are misdirected and are in a blind loop. So it's time to move." She's like, "Okay." So what's going on? This is where like the story kind of takes a turn a little bit. So she takes out this guy or sneaks past this guy and goes through the vents like you do. This guy is pissed because suddenly they realize they've lost Zora Blackwater. She's just gone. You're like, you got to find it so that you have this holographic image of the city. Everyone out to find her. We need to find her like right fucking now. There's this knife that Xandra has, and she's cutting something out of her. I think it's the implant to track her. Yeah. So she takes out the tracker and just smashes it, and then she makes her escape. Why? What is going on? Why do these guys not want her in? What is she doing? Why does she feel she needs to escape? Meanwhile, Tora here, she's getting taken care of. She's in a bath, cleaned up. Her wounds are tended. She says, "No hair in my face. I like it tied up in a bun." Like, what are they doing? And they talk about her eye. Scratched the cornea during the fight. Yeah, that's fucking kind of what's going on with my eye. And she's like, "No, this contact lens will take care of it." So she puts this contact in. And they're like, "Okay, you're all set, my lady. Thank you." So what she's doing, she's about to go meet the Emperor. Okay? So she goes in this elevator, "Come in, my lady," and there's this chair with these like leg stirrup things. And they're like, "Please have a seat. Put your legs in the stirrups." The king is in his study, and she's like, wait, what is going on? "He'll join us momentarily." And this is, you get these panels of like some weird grotesque feet, and drops a robe and floats off. It's like, wait, I don't understand. I had a post-fight physical. She's like, "Yeah, this is different. The king's appetite," they say, is, well, as his stature, rather robust and unique. How do I put this delicately? A compatibility test. We need to know if you can handle the king physically. It's like, wait, what? There's, like, to ensure complete privacy, I've sealed the doors. And it's like, why the knife and the needle? So, like, to numb the pain and to widen your passage to accommodate his royal girth. And he's like, "Yeah, you're frightening the poor girl." It's like, "Yes, your majesty, our apologies." And there's the fucking Emperor. This, like, fucking, what's the big fat Baron from Dune kind of a deal going on. And she says, my king. He's like, "No need for formalities. After all, we are husband and wife. Call me Rufus." And so he's being, like, magnetically lifted because he's so fat and grotesque right here. He says, like, "Yes, they are snug, but it beats saves my knees from walking." So he's about ready to just, like, have sex. Like, this is not what she was envisioning at all. And, you know, this is her prize for going through all that, the winner of that competition. So he just being a fucking creep and disgusting dude. And he's like, "I need to know if you can handle me. I watched you. I have insatiable desires, and everything is mine to take. You look scrumptious. I'm going to enjoy you. Now spread wide. Prepare to receive your king." As he's just reaching forward, as he's licking her. Oh, poor girl. That's just fucked up. So now we go to Xandra, and she's working with, like, these two guys earlier. So they basically say, like, here's the the vehicle you requested. We'll take it out of your pay, but it'll get the job done. He's checking out her ass. Security is coming at them, but then this dude fucking takes it out. He's like, I got this, Blondie. Go ahead and go. It's like, thanks, Butcher. So they're giving each other thumbs up so they know each other, so she takes off. He's like, you think this is going to work? And it's like, it better. So here we go back to poor Tora with this fucking dude, the Emperor. She says, I have a message for you. It's like, what message? This. Knocks him in the fucking face. She's like, she broke my nose. Picks up the fucking scalpel. Takes out these two doctors automatically. Knee jumps this guy in the fucking face. Just beating the fuck out of him. Stabbing his fucking fat ass every which way from Sunday. She's like, I just broke both your collarbones. Your arms are useless. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. He's like, quiet, Rufus. Look into my eyes. I'm recording this with the contact that she just put in. He's like, what? I have a message from Gina. Who's Gina? I'll tell you in a second. She said, die and rot in hell, you fat shit. So we go, okay, if Intel's right, the doctor's tablet should let me control everything in the penthouse. She locks him in. She uses the hover mechanism device, moves his fat ass over, plants him in front of the doors. She's like, now time for my exit. All the security is trying to get in. He's blocking the doors. They're shooting it open, not knowing he's right there, so they're shooting him. She's like, gross. Opens the door, goes running out, and just leaps off the top and lands in the fucking vehicle that Xandra had. She's like, did you do it? Go, go, go! And they just, they're shooting at them. They fly off and they escape. And she's like, well, don't keep me in suspense. Did you do it? Like, yep. She takes out the contact, puts it in, gets the recording, transferring complete, and the deposit pending. 3 billion? Is that 3 billion credit deposit completed? And they're like, fuck yes! Ka-ching! She takes off her goddamn patch. Her eye is fine. She's like, next time you wear the high patch and I'll dye my hair. So these two were in this together from the very beginning. And so they fly off, payment, and then it cuts to someone, and the payment was sent, and it's showtime, this woman says, and she watches the video of the guy being killed. This woman is the queen. Her name is Queen Regina Victoria whatever. Regina. So that's what they said here. Message from Gina. So it was the queen. She put these two up to this. She was fucking pissed off that she couldn't bear children, so she had to lose her throne. The White Sands, New Haven, private resort planetoid, residence of Regina Victoria D'Or, ex-queen of the Gilmoran Empire. Hail to the queen, she says. And that's the end of the goddamn story. So these two, they were just in it to, one of them had to get to the end. They had to get into the position of being queen. And they were the last two, and they fought. And who knows how much they were trying to do this. Maybe they were trying to figure out who was going to be the better of them, but maybe she gave up more than she would have in this situation. Who knows? But these two who were fighting each other, they didn't care about being queens at all. They just wanted to get paid, and that's the end of the story. Kind of funny, kind of a twist, but nothing crazy. Variant covers by Frank Cho, Mike Deodato Jr., great artist. John Gallagher. Let's see. see, Richard Ortiz here. Took the opportunity. And just some sketches and a little message from Frank Cho. More page and concept sketches from him. And that's it. That's Fight Girls, man. Fun book. Nothing that I'm going to read over and over, but I'm definitely going to... It's going to be near my my bookshelf when I'm drawing and stuff, and I just want to look through some cool art, kind of cool story. I'll just like read through it. Helps you get inspired if you're an artist. It's points. You just want to check out the art. Good stuff. Well, there's Fight Girls. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought. Did you know that was going to happen? What do you think of Frank Cho as an artist? What do you think of him as a writer? Give me a heads up in the comments. Hit the like and the subscribe button. It really helps. I'll try and do more videos. Hopefully I'll get some more time coming up soon to do some more stuff. So thank you for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next video.